welcome to another edition of Easy Eats for Everyone. Before we get started, please make sure that you wash your hands for at least 20 seconds, pull your hair up, and if you can't social distance, wear a mask. We'll see you in just a moment. Today we have guest chef Tamara Staples from our community-based rehabilitation program. Tamara is going to make a delicious chicken and broccoli with a savory cauliflower rice. Thank you so much for coming today, Tamara.
Absolutely. So today we are going to make, as Meredith already said, the chicken and broccoli with cauliflower rice. So let's get into the ingredients that you're going to need. So this is going to be a meal for two. So first you're going to need 2 packs of Splenda. I just like to keep it kind of low sugar, low fat, but if you want sweetener, you can also use molasses or whatever, you're privy to. We also have ginger. Now this is what ginger looks like when you buy it. However, we have to cut it down for the recipe. So when you cut it, it looks like this. And then we shredded that piece so that it ends up looking like that. And then you will use this to do so. Also, we have pink Himalayan salt. We have a reduced sodium soy sauce and coconut oil that we're going to use as kind of a base, and we're going to saute the chicken in, which we have the chicken that is cut up into cubes. So we're not doing the long slivers of chicken, we're doing the cube chicken. Also, we have garlic powder, onion powder, and we also have, of course, the broccoli florets, which is steamable and microwavable, as well as the cauliflower rice, which Meredith is going to microwave for us right now. So stay tuned. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to saute our chicken. So we will need to set our temperature, and we're going to set it at a medium flame. Just because we're sauteing, you don't want to burn the chicken, okay? Next, we're going to grab our coconut oil. Now, if you have a coconut allergy, you can always use olive oil or avocado oil. They work just the same. So this is about 2 ounces. So we're going to take 2 ounces and put it in the pan. Now, usually when I cook, I'm an eyeballer. I just eyeball it and put it in. But for the purpose of this video and to help you make a healthy dish, we balanced it out and measured it out. Okay. So now you can take a plastic spatula and just kind of move it around in the pan just to melt it down. We want it fully melted before we put the chicken in. Alright, so while that's melting, we want to season our chicken. So we're going to take an onion and garlic, just a little bit. You don't have to use the whole container. All of this is to taste. So if you don't like a lot of garlic, you don't like a lot of onion, you don't have to use the whole thing whatsoever. Use as much as you want. Pink Himalayan salt. Mix that around. Okay, so I'm going to finish melting this. If you want to look and see, this is how you want the oil to be. Fully melted. All right. Now, take your tongs. Make sure you have a pair of these. I'm going to put it in the pan and make sure the handle is always in. Safety first. So it's starting to sizzle a little bit. And because I don't want this to cook fast, usually people, when they saute, they wait for the oil to get really hot. But since coconut oil burns really fast, I really don't want to wait because I don't want to burn the chicken. Make sure you space it pretty good. So they're not on top of each other. So that's about good. Right there. So then, even though I just put the chicken in, you still want to turn it over just to prevent it from burning. And if you feel this is too much oil for you, you can use as much oil as you Like I said, I eyeball it. But in your kits, you will have 2-ounce cups of coconut oil. Use as much as you need. Okay, then we're gonna let these cook for a little bit and we will be right back. So our chicken is done. So what we're gonna do, before we even take it off the eye, we're going to make sure that the temperature is turned off completely. Make sure always that your handle is in and put it in a safe place because now we're gonna move on to the sauce. So a safe place would be in the back eye. And then we're gonna take the next pot and put it on the very eye still. Make sure the handle is in. Then we're gonna turn the temperature on. For this, we're gonna turn it on low because we wanna make a thickened sauce for the chicken and broccoli with cauliflower. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to our old good coconut oil. And once again, if you cannot have coconut, avocado oil or olive oil will do. So we're gonna put a little bit of this in. And like I said, everything is to taste. This is 2 ounces. You can use whatever you need. But I'm going to just let this melt down just to see if this is exactly what I need, if I need more or not. And then we're also gonna add our ginger and our soy sauce and our packets of Splenda. So once again, we're gonna melt this down. And now while this is melting, we're gonna put in our ginger. All that in there. Make sure that it's cooking good. Right? Excellent. Okay, so it's all melted. So now we're gonna use our soy sauce. I'm gonna add that in. And now we're gonna turn the temperature up to medium. We do want to get like a little kind of oil going on. So then we get it thickened and then we'll let it sit. Okay, so while we let this thicken up a little bit and kind of bubble, we're gonna come over here and then we're gonna get our cauliflower rice and our broccoli.
I'm back.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get bowls to put these in. Okay,
a couple bowls.
thank you. So we're not just heating it into the pot. And measure out what you need after you put them in the bowls. So some people like a lot of broccoli, some people don't. I love broccoli, so I would use the whole bag, but you do not have to. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to just combine how much cauliflower rice and broccoli I want straight into the pan with the chicken.
You can really smell it with your,
Right?
so good.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to let this thick. Oh, this is looking good. Huh. All right. Okay, so now we're going to take our packets of Splenda and we're going to turn the fire down. Very, very, very low. You see all that steam coming up. Okay, in there. Okay. And this is going to give it that thick effect also that we want in that sweetness with the ginger that we definitely want to drizzle on top of our chicken and broccoli and cauliflower. So that's looking really good. Okay, so while that simmers and gets thicker, we're going to take our chicken, turn our handles in, and we're going to combine cauliflower rice and the broccoli. So if you were to eat this, how much broccoli would you want?
I love a lot of broccoli, so I would say even almost half of that I would use.
Okay.
But I'm a broccoli lover. Broccoli's really good for you. Good antioxidants, good to fight against things like cancer. Great for you for all different types of health reasons.
Absolutely. And I like when it's al dente because it still has that green color. The vitamins are still in there. I'm going to use the same spoon. I'm going to take our cauliflower rice and mix that in. That looks good. Okay. And And with the existing coconut oil, we're going to mix that around, coat that up. That looks really pretty. Okay, and our sauce is still cooking. Now, depending on what kind of sweetener you use, that's the thickness that you'll get. So, of course, with Splenda, it's not like a very heavy sugar like brown sugar or molasses. So it may not come to a complete thickness, but the sauce is still there, and it'll have a good texture to it. Okay. All right. So after this, we're just going to take a break and combine everything together.
It smells amazing in here. I cannot wait to see what this turns out like.
Okay, so we are going to, of course, use our pot holder because this is very hot. Making sure the handle is in, of course, and we're going to plate our dish. So,
Tamara, you said this gets about 2 servings, right?
yep, about 2 servings. Depending on how much of an appetite you have, absolutely. Okay.
That looks beautiful already.
Right? Oh my God, it smells so good. All right, then we're gonna get our sauce and we're gonna drizzle it, and you can put as much as you want on. And remember, it has, oh my gosh, you smell that ginger?
Yes, it smells so
Oh my
good.
gosh. Okay, like a little drizzle. Put a little ginger on there, decoration. Okay. And then we're gonna put a little sprinkle of parsley. Let's make it cute. All right, and there you have it. Chicken and broccoli with cauliflower rice.
Thank you so much for coming in, Tamara. This smells amazing. I'm going to taste it as soon as we're done. I can't wait for you all to make it at home. Thank you again for joining us for another
Thank you.
episode of Easy Eats for Everyone. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Please remember, with Easy Eats, we want cooking to be fun and easy for everyone.